The dust rose over the dry plains of Burkina Faso, a country of farmers, traders, and warriors, yet broken by years of poverty, corruption, and endless waves of violence. For decades, the people had cried out for a leader who would put them first, a leader who would not bow to foreign masters. In 2022, the world witnessed something extraordinary. From the ranks of ordinary soldiers, a man barely in his 30s rose, not with wealth, not with political power, but with courage. His name was Ibrahim Traoré, and in just a few days, he would change the destiny of his nation. Ibrahim was not born into privilege. He was the son of the soil, growing up in a country where opportunity was rare, where young people dreamed not of luxury, but of survival. From a young age, he was described as serious, disciplined, and deeply aware of the struggles of his people. While many of his peers chased jobs abroad or gave in to hopelessness, Ibrahim chose another path. He joined the army. For him, the military was not just a career, it was a calling. It was a place where discipline and loyalty meant more than money, where he could serve and protect. But serving his nation also meant witnessing its pain. Villages burned by terrorist attacks, farmers driven from their fields, children forced to flee schools that were shut down by fear. And yet, in the capital, leaders lived comfortably, often listening more to foreign embassies than to their own people. Burkina Faso was drowning in crisis. By 2022, much of the country had fallen into chaos. Armed groups controlled large territories, and ordinary people no longer trusted the government to protect them. As a captain, Ibrahim fought on the front lines. He knew what his soldiers faced every day: the lack of weapons, the lack of resources, the lack of leadership. He watched men risk their lives while their leaders sat in air-conditioned rooms giving speeches but offering no solutions. The people were losing faith, and so were the soldiers. On September 30th, 2022, the breaking point came. Ibrahim Traoré and a group of loyal men made a move that shocked the world. With strategy, courage, and determination, they surrounded key locations in the capital. The president was overthrown. In one day, Burkina Faso had a new leader. But this was not the usual story of a military coup. Ibrahim did not step forward as a dictator hungry for power. He stepped forward as a soldier, answering the call of his people. At just 34 years old, Ibrahim Traoré became the youngest president in the world. The images went viral: his camouflage uniform, his red beret, his calm but fiery speeches. The people poured into the streets to celebrate. They didn't see a tyrant, they saw hope. Crowds chanted his name. Villagers carried his photo high. In the eyes of the young, he was proof that Africa's destiny could change, that leaders didn't have to be old, corrupt, or controlled by foreign powers. In his speeches, Traoré did not hide his anger. He spoke directly, boldly, and fearlessly. He condemned foreign influence. He questioned why Burkina Faso, rich in gold and resources, remained one of the poorest countries in the world. He declared, "Our wealth must serve our people, not strangers." His words electrified the continent. Suddenly, Ibrahim Traoré was not just the leader of Burkina Faso, he was a symbol for all of Africa. But rising as a hero also meant facing powerful enemies. Burkina Faso had long been under the influence of foreign powers, especially France. French troops were stationed across the country, claiming to fight terrorism, yet the violence never ended. To many Burkinabe, France was not a protector, but a master. Ibrahim made a decision that stunned the world. He demanded that French troops leave Burkina Faso. He ended military agreements that had tied the nation's hands for decades. He turned instead to regional alliances and looked to partners who respected Burkina Faso's sovereignty. For the first time in years, the people felt their leader was speaking their language. Farmers, students, and workers alike said, "This man is for us." But this defiance also painted a target on his back. World powers do not like to lose control. Leaders who challenge the global order often face betrayal, sabotage, or worse. And yet, Traoré showed no fear. His red beret became a symbol of resistance. His clenched fist became the image of defiance. Of course, being loved by the people does not erase the challenges. Burkina Faso still faces immense dangers. Terrorist groups continue to threaten villages. The economy struggles. Sanctions and pressure from international organizations weigh heavily. Critics say Ibrahim is too young, too inexperienced, too radical. But his supporters argue, wasn't Thomas Sankara also young when he led? Didn't he also stand up against injustice, even if it cost him his life? For many, Traoré is the rebirth of that same spirit. Whether one agrees with him or not, one thing is undeniable. Ibrahim Traoré has ignited a fire in Africa. He represents a new generation of leaders, young, bold, unafraid to challenge the status quo. He has inspired people far beyond Burkina Faso. Across West Africa, in Mali, Niger, and Guinea, young Africans chant his name, share his speeches, and call for change in their own countries. For them, Traoré is not just the president. He is proof that the youth can rise, that Africa's destiny is not to be controlled, but to be claimed. So, what will history say about Ibrahim Traoré? Will he succeed in freeing his nation from foreign domination and uniting his people? Or will the pressure from powerful nations crush his dream? Only time will tell. But one thing is already certain: his name will not be forgotten. In every village where children go to bed dreaming of freedom, in every town where young people gather, tired of corruption and dependency, in every African heart that beats with pride, Ibrahim Traoré has become a symbol, not just a soldier, not just a president, but a reminder that the future belongs to the brave. Burkina Faso is still on its journey. The challenges are many, the enemies are powerful, but the spirit of a young captain turned president has given his people something no amount of foreign aid ever could: hope. And as long as that hope burns, the story of Ibrahim Traoré will continue to inspire millions across Africa and beyond. This is not just the story of one man, it's the story of a people rising. What do you think about Ibrahim Traoré? Will he change Africa's future, or will the world powers try to stop him? Tell us in the comments below. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like the video, share it with the world, and subscribe to our channel for more untold stories that the world needs to hear.